the ideal time for a pond to be closed right now in the middle, well, could say the end of a heat
Certainly
wave.
not, although I'll bet that water in the pond is very hot. And we're not suggesting you go in it, obviously, because of the green-blue algae. Dan, when can we expect these temperatures to cool down, hopefully soon?
Yes, one more day. And, a lot of folks, of course, are saying, okay, where's the warm weather? Where's all this hot air right now that we're into summertime? Boy, it didn't take long, right? I mean, this is day number 4 of our heat wave, day 4 and final day of our heat wave. It's going to cool down big time tomorrow. Nice, refreshing air mass is going to be moving in here. A lot of times when you get this big cool down like that, you end up with, thunderstorms when you have that transition. Not really the case this go around. Maybe just an isolated shower or thunderstorm this afternoon. We haven't seen too much on radar, at least in Western Mass. We're sitting at 94 right now with a dew point of 66. So that feel like temperature right up there, right near 100. So it is hot enough, not triple digit heat, but temperatures in the mid 90s in the valley, 80s in the hills. And we have that heat advisory in effect until 7 o'clock for the valley, for all of Connecticut, Rhode Island, and Eastern Mass, with the exception of the shoreline and the Cape in the islands. So we do have a couple of downpours starting to pop up, but they're generally off to the east right now across Worcester County down towards parts of Rhode Island. You can see there's really nothing going on across Western Mass right now, but we can't rule out that isolated pop-up downpour or isolated thunderstorm. 94 right now in Springfield. Boston at 89. Remember yesterday at this time they were at 101. Portland, though, still hot at 90. And Bangor's very warm at 87 degrees. However, check out the dew points in Maine, in eastern parts of Canada. They're in the 50s. That's a cold front that's actually going to back down from the north and the east. A backdoor cold front is going to drop our temps down, and it's going to dry us out as well. So for this afternoon, we'll have sunshine mixed with clouds, or I should say for the rest of the afternoon as we go into the evening. Notice 8 o'clock, there's a downpour popping up. Isolated thunderstorm, most likely non-severe. And as we go into the overnight, we'll see clouds filling in. Temperatures will cool back. By tomorrow morning, we're starting in the lower 70s, much like this morning. But tomorrow morning, it's not as muggy, and the dew points go down, and the temperatures do not go up a whole lot. Notice at noontime tomorrow, we're still in the lower 70s. We'll top off between about 70 and 75 tomorrow. We can't rule out a couple of showers, although the bulk of the day, it will not be raining. So much cooler starting tomorrow. That includes Friday as well. And Saturday is going to be cooler, too. It's just going to start to become more humid, and we could be dealing with a few storms around Saturday afternoon. So a lot of clouds tomorrow and Friday, but not much rain, maybe just a shower or two here and there. 74 tomorrow, 72 on Friday. And then we'll see how Saturday plays out. We might have 2 fronts come through. A warm front in the morning with a shower. Then it gets humid as dew points come up. And then a cold front late in the day could bring us a round of showers and thunderstorms. So in between, we might get some sunshine. If we see enough sun, we'll pop into the 80s, but it will become more humid on Saturday. Not a washout, but one of those days you may have to be a bit weather wary. So remember, dew points now have been pretty much between 65 and 75 the last couple of days. Down they go. Tomorrow and Friday gets a little humid on Saturday, then a little drier on Sunday with a blend of sun and clouds, and then we start to get humid again the beginning part of next week. So if I play this out, notice the arrows coming in from tomorrow it's coming in from the east, right off the water, so it's going to be cooler all across southern New England, 70s. And as we head into the beginning of next week, we'll start to warm things back up, perhaps approaching 90 degrees. Right now, I'd favor Sunday being the better of the 2 weekend days. Not a washout Saturday, but we could be dealing with some showers and maybe a couple of thunderstorms. All right, that's your forecast. We'll have more weather in a few minutes. Amanda and Chris, back to you.
Sounds good. Thanks,